Hello.
Hi.
Thought we'd just give you a little update on where we're up to with our holiday planning.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm jumping in. Ultimately, we didn't do a weekly vlog this week. I had a weekend off, so we thought rather than not leave you with any videos, we'd do a pre-trip chat.
Yeah.
And we can do some more nearer the time, I imagine, because we'll probably talk.
Yeah, because we're not planning on booking a lot this trip because we want it to be a bit more of a relaxed trip. And we haven't got a dining plan, so we're not tied really to any dining things. So we can just sort of do whatever we want after you've visited our first park. So currently at this time, you've still got to book your individual park days, which I did absolutely ages ago as soon as I linked to the holiday to the My Disney Experience app. So we've had the days booked for a long time now.
So, but let's start at the beginning. Right. There's a bit of a story to this trip because it started off in 2020. We booked to do an international drive trip, which was one of our favourite ways of doing Florida.
We had Universal Studios, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens and Halloween Horror Nights tickets.
And we had a car booked. Well, I looked at booking cars. I think at that point I just booked a standard car or something like that. Obviously 2020 did not go ahead. We had to postpone, so we postponed to 2021, kept the trip the same. And it was September. I drive, but this time we upgraded a little bit. I booked a pickup truck for the car, and we booked premium flights because the last couple of times we've flown I've been uncomfortable and not been able to get sleep on flights, things like that. So we decided to splash out a little bit because obviously we'd saved a bit of money with lockdown and that. And you trying to call the cat up?
She was about to jump up on you.
No, right. And anyway, so we decided to
treat ourselves as like an upgrade to the holiday. Let's have premium flights because it actually wasn't that much more expensive to add the premium flights on.
And then it was going to be the 747, so we were going to be upstairs, or we were going to be in nice seats, so I can't remember what exactly.
Upstairs, it would have been upstairs in the bubble.
Anyway, that one didn't go ahead either, did it? We were at summer, we were like, this isn't going ahead, is it? So we postponed again, and it turns out we were right to postpone. It didn't go ahead.
No.
And I think it was,
November
before the borders opened again. So this time around, you wanted to do Disney, didn't you?
Well, because it was now the Disney's 50th, and if our trips had gone ahead as planned, we would have been going to Disney in 2022 to do the 50th. Yeah. And I didn't want to miss the 50th because if we propose till next year, then the 50th might not be on next year. Well.
Yeah, so we basically turned it into a Disney trip.
Yeah.
Still premium. And we are staying on site.
Coronado
Springs. Yeah, we have car hire for just one day.
Yeah.
I booked a luxury car. The price is right for car hire. I've gone through the roof. The tip is that you email this Florida car hire and they can give you they'll go and search a better deal for you because they're a broker. But when I went and did the website, I noticed that the price for a basic car was £100 for the night, which is immensely expensive.
Yeah.
But the price for a luxury car was £120 for the night. I think it was £123. I ended up getting it for something like that. I was like, right, I'm having a luxury car.
Yeah,
so
may as well.
Just have a play about because I always try and rent something we wouldn't normally drive, and pickup truck would have been a good example. Luxury car, I don't think I could ever see myself driving around in a luxury car. But yeah, anyway, enough car hire.
Yeah.
Premium flights are still on the cards.
Yes.
We're now flying on the A330 there and the 350 back as it stands, but they do keep changing quite a lot.
Yeah, our flight times have changed quite a few times. Not so much on the way out, but on the way back, we're coming back much later than we were originally. I think our flight back was like 4:30. Now it's about 8:30 or something like that.
Yeah, which is new to us because we're normally
we're normally
but then that could
change again. So
that's true. Yeah, the cat sat down there watching us like she's dead interested in what we're saying.
At you.
But we're staying at Coronado Springs. We've not upgraded the room any. We're just going to get what we're given there.
Yeah, don't see the point of upgrading the rooms. They're all exactly the same. The rooms and
I'd be perfectly happy if we ended up where we were last time.
Yeah,
that was a really
nice
location. That was, what was it?
Ranchos 7B.
So it would be nice there. But all of them look quite nice.
Yeah, well, the rooms are exactly the same. So it doesn't matter where you are on the main floor. The only rooms that are different are in the tower, and that's separately bookable.
And of course, the Magical Express is no longer offered, but we do have transfers with Virgin.
Yeah, which is Mia's.
Yeah, it'll be Mia's, which is what?
The Disney Magical Express.
Mia's actually used to do the Magical Express as well. If you check the bottom of the bus at the door, it said operated by Mia's. So it's basically the same, you're just not travelling on a Disney themed bus.
Yeah.
Big yellow one from... Hello, cat. She's just outside.
What else? What else? Oh yeah, we got the dining credit thing.
Of course, yeah. So because it wasn't a new booking, we didn't get the $200 Disney card.
What are you doing?
But because it was a Disney booking,
yeah,
we got the 850 food credit, dining credit, which for us has worked out really convenient because we weren't planning on getting table service this time. Where we found that last time we found it interrupted our day, didn't it?
Pixie.
This is our life with two kittens in the house.
And the other kitten's fast asleep.
Yes. The kitten's well behaved, this one not so. She's very headstrong. Anyway, sorry, distracted by kittens.
She's just woke up, that's all.
Yeah. So we got the $850, which gives you... You can spend that anywhere in Disney with a couple of exceptions.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll give us a list. Well, the list was quite limited when it first came out because not a lot was open.
Yeah.
But obviously a lot has changed since we originally booked this holiday.
Where were we? We were rudely interrupted by the cat.
Talking about dining credit. So yeah, $850-ish dining credit. From what people have said, it gets emailed to you about 2 weeks before you go, and you can link it to your My Disney Experience account, so you can pay on your Magic Band for your food or use your Magic Pass on your phone now. Works out to about $61 a day. When we were first looking, that was about 2 quick service meals a day, but now with the price increases, it won't be. So we will have to pay a bit of money out towards food, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be a cheap trip. We've already realised that, and you've been doing savings for the trip, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got plenty of savings. Plus, we had loads of dollars left from last time we went that I found upstairs. Because when we went in 2019, we had the dining plan, so we really didn't spend a lot of money. We didn't actually buy a lot of merch. And we had the $200 gift cards and stuff like that, so we actually had about $400 left upstairs.
And to be honest, looking at the merch that's available at this point,
I think I've bought everything that I want.
I've made a list. We're going to be spending a lot on merch this
I watch a Disney shopper, and I just look for things that catch my eye, so I can look at them when I get there.
So you've got your we also have a spreadsheet with all of our day plans as well. We're not down to the letter.
Actually, my list is much reduced now.
Oh, because you've got
there's
things.
There's 4 things on my list, and one says check the outlets for Alex and Arnie, because the Alex and Arnie is like half price at the outlets. A 50th mug, which if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see I've already bought. A 50th pin, which I've already bought. And there was a sweatshirt, like a tie-dyed sweatshirt with Pegasus from Hercules on. If I see that will be something that I would like to purchase. And the only other thing that I want to do is I want to do the scavenger hunt at the Flower and Garden Festival. Okay. We've never done that before.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It's only like $10, so I thought that would be something. And you get a gift for about Flower and Garden when you complete that. So and we'll buy pin badges.
Of course we'll buy pin badges.
Because there's obviously new rides, so we'll get pin badges to new rides, and plus we always get a Flower and Garden pin, because we like to document, and there is some new Coronado specific merch as well that we can look at.
Oh yeah, the new Christmas decorations.
The Christmas decorations.
The list's growing already. If you're new to our channel, by the way, you're quite aware that people are already planning their trips as well. So we met some new people. Welcome to the channel. I would like to say we are quite distracted, so don't expect things to flow in any sort of what you mean. We'll just jump from one thing to another, and it'll be the same when we're in the parks as well. We aren't going to be like, well, this is the day, we get up at this time, we go to this park, we do this, we do that, we go home, we come back. It's literally... Yeah,
Disney has changed our plans, because our plans were we would decide which park we were going to the night before type thing, like fly by the seat of your pants holiday. Obviously now, because you have to book your first park, now we know exactly what park we're going to each day. And even if you've got to stay there till... You can't park up till 2 o'clock. But even if you only stay there till like 12 and go back to your resort, or go to Boardwalk or Disney Springs or something else, then you can just park up in the evening, either go back to your original park or go wherever floats your boat really. So that Disney has changed our fly by the seat of your pants trip now to a bit more of an organised one.
But to try and keep this to some sort of structure, we'll just pop back to food. We do have some dining plans.
Because we've just gone past our 60 days.
Yeah.
We're actually celebrating our 14th wedding anniversary on this trip, and I managed to snag us the Space 220 lounge for that, which I'm very happy about because I didn't think I'd get it. But yeah, I managed to get it, and my auntie and uncle are actually on holiday at the same time, so I've booked for them to come with us to celebrate our anniversary.
Should be good.
Yeah.
And we've also got Steakhouse
71. So I've booked that for a day when we've got a Magic Kingdom day, so we can just come out and go. Well, you can even park up somewhere on the monorail and come back to it. But all the reviews for that look really good, and the prices actually seem really reasonable for Disney prices.
Yeah, the Disney prices,
for steaks. So yeah, and it looks like a really cool restaurant to go to with a lot of like Disney history on the walls and stuff. And obviously I've snagged us Ogre's Cantina for...
We're going at least once. We may go twice.
I've
we always
booked
enjoy
us
it.
twice. But you can always cancel them. See how you feel on the day, cause, or what you're doing. They're both like around lunchtime-ish. Nothing too late, nothing ridiculously early. But yeah, it all depends on, Rise of the Resistance. Will we be in a queue for that? Will we have Lightning Lane for that?
And other than that, for dining, we've not planned to do anything. We've got ideas of where we'd like to eat.
Yeah.
So we'll just decide on the day while we're there. Yeah. And we'll just do mobile ordering wherever possible.
Yeah, we've used mobile ordering loads before and it's super easy.
It should be good.
Yeah. We're just watching a Disney food blog, keep up on all the latest snacks.
And all the new vlogs that have been going up as well.
Oh no, it's lovely to see people getting back to the parks again. And showing that it's like, because you build it up to something in your head because of everything that else is going on, and then you see people just have these really smooth journeys, except for poor Despicable 3 who got stuck in the storm. But they had a smooth journey once they got on the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to see people, getting on a plane and getting there, and nothing so traumatic that. I mean, it's the testing is the one thing that is it plays on your mind because like.
Yeah, that could make or break the trip.
Because we haven't had COVID as far as we're aware, and now you've got to do a test before you go, and if you don't, if you test positive, then that's it. That's your trip over, isn't it? So that's the most stressful part.
There's time for those rules to change. They'll be under review,
March,
and
so.
America seems to be holding out a bit longer than like Europe and places like that. So we'll see what happens. As for the parks, we obviously want to do Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
I think that owned Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I've forgotten. But other than that, we're just going to relax.
Yeah.
We're not going to be rushing ourselves to try every single ride. I'm not ruling out the use of Genie Plus, but I'm also not ruling it in. So everyone's obviously going, right, I'm going to get it because I don't want to miss going on certain rides, but we're kind of thinking we're not actually that bothered about re-riding a lot of the rides we've already ridden in the past. We're more going to try and relax.
Yeah, we're kind of like
nice
if
food,
we get on a ride, we get on a ride.
Exercise,
if we don't, it doesn't matter. There's just specific rides that, if we don't get on Ratatouille, does it really matter? We've ridden it in Paris.
Yeah, we're quite lucky in that respect.
Exactly the same. Not really bothered about Frozen. In fact, there's nothing really in Epcot that I'm particularly bothered about riding unless Guardians opens by some miracle before we go, even though it's destined to open like the weekend we leave, isn't it?
You never know. I mean, they don't really do trial run opening in Disney parks.
And if Tron magically opens before we go because they're testing the cars.
Yeah, you'll be lucky on that one.
You never do know, do you? So, but they will all be separately payable. They won't be on Genie Plus anyway.
No.
So it doesn't really matter.
But I think we'll be playing it. But if there's a certain day where we think we'd like to do more rides, I might be tempted, probably just in Magic Kingdom, to just invest in the pass for that day. But from what I'm reading, a lot of the use of it in like Animal Kingdom and Epcot is kind of a bit of there's not much point.
No.
And obviously Hollywood Studios has a few more rides, but again we've ridden most of them before, so we're very lucky. I know we've been a few times. We're very lucky. But for us, I don't think it's probably something would be super worth the extra cost, would it?
No, I don't think it will at all. So Hollywood Studios, we're keeping a track of ride times. I think everybody does this.
We have the touring plans app now as well. I bought that for 12 months, by the way. So that tells you the current posted wait time and the expected wait time and how busy the parks are going to be, which it's a bit of a guess with the business of parks because it's 50th. It's the year after lockdowns have ended and the interest in the parks is super high.
Brits can go back.
Brits can now go back, so we're not so sure what they're basing their numbers on and whether they're going to be accurate. But the ride times seem to be quite good so far.
Yeah, the surprising ride time is Tower of Terror, but that's because
they're only down to one lift.
They're down to one lift, so fingers crossed it'll all be open by the time we go, and the wait times for that will drop.
I imagine, in my head, I imagine that there's a ride part and a need for that, and because of supply chain issues, they haven't got it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with we've seen a lot of people talking about merchandise and the lack of in the parks, without realising that there's massive global supply chain issues at the minute. So a lot of the merch that probably should be in the parks is stuck on the water or is stuck in China because that's where everything's produced.
Yeah.
So we might find that when we get there, suddenly that clears a bit, and then the parks are full of new merch.
There's new stuff coming in like every single week. Like I can't remember what they get. Like she's called like Disney Shopaholic or something like that. That I watch.
I'll pop a comment in the description.
Yeah, and I'll find she's really good. She goes to like each shop and she goes to the outlets every week, and she goes to both outlets so that you can really see what's there, and gives you a good idea of whether it's worth your time to go or not. And plus it helps you build a shopping list and you know which shop to go to get stuff. Like she's just done all like the flower and garden merch, and I'm literally like, I don't want any of it. I want a pin, that's it. don't like any of it. But I don't think I've ever bought any flower and garden merch. It's just not.
I think I've literally got like a food and wine t-shirt, and that's I haven't. It was a World Showcase t-shirt.
t-shirt, So
but we will be there for flower and garden, so we will be trying flower and garden food.
Yes. Frushi.
So that'll be good. And what else?
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of flower and garden vlogs. Like we need more flower and garden vlogs to get some, ideas of what food to try and what not to try. Because obviously we've done flower and garden before, but it's nice to see what's new.
Yeah, what's new, what's changed, that sort of thing.
What beers are good.
Absolutely. Yeah, so again, if you're new to our channel, we do like craft beers, so we will be drinking around the world, not heavily, but not like we did in 2019. Speaking of beers, I need to wet my whistle.
Yeah, far too expensive to drink around the world these days. But I would like to try some drinks that are like iconic and we haven't tried them before. Like the one in France that everyone gets, the frozen cocktail.
Yes.
That everyone tries in France. So we'll try that. And we haven't tried the ice cream place in France. There's so much in Epcot that we haven't tried because it's such a park with so much to do. Like we've never been in the tequila cave inside the Mexico Pavilion or anything like that. So we're going to try and do a lot of stuff. Like we've never even seen a show. We've never even been in and seen any of the shows.
No, the Canada Epcot show, the China show, the America. We haven't even been into the
American Pavilion thing. Was it the Voices of Liberty? Voices of Liberty, isn't it? Yeah. There's no good concerts on while we're there that we would want to go and see.
I mean, wasn't expecting that with my
music.
No, I don't think
we've seen like them going on, but never stopped to watch one.
Transport around the parks. We obviously aren't renting a car.
No, we'll just use the private.
So we'll just use the buses. And what we generally do is we use the bus unless we're really tired. Then occasionally we'll book like a lift. Yeah. But I don't think the Mickey vans are running anymore.
No.
The mini vans, sorry. So we would probably be using private lift cars, which we had experience of last time and they were fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
Some really nice people
actually. Yeah, they were great.
But
we had no problem with the actual transport last time either.
I just always remember the last one there was a girl who was like humming while we were driving. She's like, I can't sing but I can hum. And then when we got back to the hotel, we were all plotting how we were going to get hit by one of the Disney buses to get free access to the parks. But like jokingly, we would never do that. And it was quite funny.
Oh, because she was talking about the had been incident, hadn't there? And obviously no one was hurt in the incident, but they all got like annual passes and stuff like that for the inconvenience.
But you do meet some characters that way.
Yeah, you do.
It's kind of fun. We don't have any plans for anything off-site, other than on the night that we rent the car, we may go for a meal on the 192 or I-5, just one of our old favourites, like maybe something like the what's the name?
Outback or Chili's or somewhere, or even Miller's, somewhere like that.
Just I mean, we've got the car, so we might as well save the money and get like a steak or a burger or something.
So we plan to go to Walmart, the outlets, and the Florida Mall.
Yeah.
The three. Because, like, I'm not a big shopper. If you watch any of our vlogs, you'll know that neither of us are big shoppers. But, you know, we all love our Bath and Body Works. And even though I can get to here, you just don't have the choice here as you do when you're there. And plus, it's so much cheaper there. So, yeah, we need Bath and Body Works.
That's why we've got premium flights, so you can bring a suitcase full of Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, well, yeah, because my friends in work, you know, one's for my
It's a
stuff,
big shopping
one's
list
for
for
my friends to bring their stuff back. You need some new jeans.
I do. These ones are getting worn. I've
Um,
had these jeans for 5 years.
Yeah, and obviously in the outlets, you know, it's nice to buy. Sometimes you can pick up some really good stuff for like gifts and save yourself a little bit of money. You know, because we've got like nieces and nephews and things like that who like Disney stuff. And you never know, sometimes you spot like a proper bargain in there, don't you? We have had some good luck. And I got Alex and Arnie's for like $10 last time we were in the Star Wars ones, wasn't it? So it's always worth having a look. And sometimes they have like Pandora in there, and they even have 50th merch in there that was showing on, and there was still Christmas and Halloween stuff in there right now. Whether it's there when we go is another matter.
Might get Easter stuff when we
I might get Easter
Valentine's
stuff. They seem to know what's going to end up in the outlets, but the outlets are not as cheap as they used to be. The character wear, there was ears. There
like
was
everything in Disney.
I've got good ears from Character Warehouse. I've had 3 different pairs.
Checking your ears.
I've got like Christmas light up ones. I've got Halloween candy corn ones, and I got Maleficent ears, all from the outlets for like less than $10. So it is always worth a look at the outlets if you can get there.
I'm trying to think of all the other things I wanted to mention because I had a list in my head, but of course that goes blank when you start chatting. Magic bands.
Oh yeah, magic bands.
You don't get free magic bands anymore.
No.
But if you use a loophole, you can order magic bands at a reduced rate to be delivered to the lobby when you when you check in. Well, you don't actually need to check in anymore, but we will do now to get.
I've already checked in.
We will need to get the magic bands.
We don't need to check in. You just need to go.
Yeah, you just need to go and get them. But yeah, I used a VPN, connected as if I was from America, using the My Disney Experience app. Then you can then redirect yourself to the Magic Band ordering page to be collected at the lobby.
Yeah.
Probably not an official way of doing it, and your mileage may vary, but it seems to have worked for us.
Yeah.
We'll find out for sure on the day we get there.
Well, somebody on one of the Orlando groups, someone on Facebook, that said it, and that's why we tried it, and it worked. So fingers crossed that they're waiting for us when we get there.
We picked the car up on the second day. Now initially, I'd planned that we would go down to the lobby, get the magic bands, get the car, and pick it up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we get straight out to the shops. And I thought, if I do that, I have to drop the car off at 9 o'clock the next morning. So that's 2 days early on the trip where we miss rope drops.
Yeah.
So what we do is, normally we're the types who we go for rope drop, get out up till about lunch, so maybe after lunch when it's getting really hot, and then come out of the parks. So what we'll be doing this time is we'll come out of the parks, and rather than coming back to the room, we'll go to the Contemporary and get the desk there to phone a lift for us to the the car care centre. So we're picking up at 3 o'clock rather than park opening.
Yeah.
Which means we get to the car at 3, go and do all of our shopping in the evening.
Yeah.
Get our dinner, come back, maybe get to a park, I don't know. Next morning, drive the car to a park, do that park, and then drop the car off after we've finished at that park. So we're not missing any park openings, any of the time you want to be in the park to get your rides done. Obviously, I previously mentioned we aren't going to rush around to try and do all the rides, but we might as well take the opportunity if we can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was me changing the car rental for the 4th or 5th time because the price has changed. But the discount Florida car, not a paid promotion, have been very good, and they do free cancellation and rebooking. So if you do want to change,
they're very convenient at this changeable car hire time.
Yeah. So we had 2 bookings with them, 2020, 2021. Didn't lose any money. Free cancellation. Problem solved. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And even now, if the prices suddenly drop, you can do free cancellation and rebook again. So even though we've paid the final balance, because it's only 2 months until.
Well, it says you can. I've never tried. Generally, when I've paid the balance, I don't look anymore. Then I just go, right, that was what I paid, and I'm done.
I'm like that after I book a holiday. Once you book it and it's a price that you like, then I never look again.
Yeah, I've got the price. Let's go.
That's it. But not that this holiday was in budget, but hey ho, I've never looked again. Actually, that's a lie. I did look again. It was much more expensive, which made me very happy.
Not for the people who hadn't booked yet.
No.
There was other things I wanted to mention. Anything else you want to mention?
I think so.
As far as vlogging, we will be vlogging. We will be taking the camera that we're using here. We use a Sony ZV-1 on a Sony handle. We'll also be taking our G7X as a backup camera because we have had trouble in the past with cameras failing, so always good to have one for sound. We'll be backing up all the video each day to memory cards, to a hard disk probably. When I get back to the room, we've got batteries galore. I should probably do a kit run through at some point. Let me know if you want me to. I haven't done one for a good few years now. But yeah, we will be vlogging. Mm-hmm. Our vlogs will be less informative, as in, like knowledge shares, and more just it's our holiday and you're coming along for the ride. So I expect it to be a bit more what we're seeing and not us. That sort of thing,
Yeah.
Hopefully won't have any glaring mess ups like I've had in the past with frame rates and stuff.
Well, if you do want to know anything while we're there, Instagram was the best way to get in touch with us, because I look at that. So
I will be updating Twitter with locations hopefully, so if you are out there and you want to say hello, we'll probably try and keep up to date as to where we are and what we're up to.
Yeah,
but
there'll be Instagram
the place
stories
to go.
and photos and everything.
Yeah.
I
don't know if we're going to do daily vlogs while we're there. We haven't decided yet. I'll probably see what I feel like at the time, because we've obviously got quite a lot of plans and stuff on, and we just decide at the spur of the moment. In the past we've done live streams at the spur of the moment. We are planning on meeting other people while we're out there as well, but we'll let you'll see those as the vlogs unfold. No spoilers. So that should be fun as well. Get to say hello to some friends.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much all of it, isn't it? The other thing is, so obviously we've got a bit of time. We were about 7 days out.
It was 60 on Thursday.
Okay, was there a few days out yet?
Yeah, 54 today, is it? No.
So we may do more of this sit-down type stuff in the run-up. So if you do have any questions you want answering...
57 days today.
Yeah, if you do have any questions you want answering about our plans, the parks in general, just pop them in the comments below and we can address them in a future sit-down. Another quick pause there while we got invaded by kittens.
Yeah, and cats. Archie came up
all three of them have been up now. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything we wanted to talk about, doesn't it?
I think so.
We'll probably do a bit of an overview of what we've purchased for the holiday when we do our pre-trip stuff. I'm sure we'll do like a vlog the day before type thing.
This is our suntan lotion.
This is all like 8 tons of camera equipment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for watching. And as I said previously, if you do have any questions you want answering about our trip, pop them in the comments. We'll probably directly answer them on the comments and then address them again in the next video that we do, assuming we get a chance to sit down and talk about it again. So thanks for watching. Remember to like... I can't even be bothered doing all that stuff. You know what to do. We'll see you in there with, hopefully, fingers crossed, the first set of Florida vlogs for 3 years, nearly. 2.5 years.
Scary. It'll be nearly 3 years. Nearly 3 years.
2.5.
Scary amount of time.
So see you later, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye. What was that noise? I'm going for a lie down.